So it's now exactly 2 p.m. on Tuesday, January 16th. This is the third video I've had to make in the last hour regarding some very aggressive, disruptive behavior from someone who keeps sitting in the vacant premises of the empty bathroom of Unit 78, located directly behind that electrical closet. And I've just had to open my door about 10 inches and walk up and down the hallway because maintenance and management keep telling me it's not possible for anyone to physically be in the bathroom of Unit 78 because it's vacant and it's locked. But the fumes are constantly coming from that corner and filling my entire bathroom and kitchen sink area to the point where I've also had to open the window, even though it's actually snowing outside, which means it's at least 32 degrees or below if there's actually snow falling in Boston. So it's quite cold. And the breeze coming from the hallway is also pretty chilly, but there's no fumes and odors anywhere in the hallway. So management keeps telling me, oh, the smell is coming from the hallway. No, it's not. There's absolutely no smells. At the same time, the water from my tap has started literally physically stinking like fish and like disgusting 30-day-old unwashed feet over the last 3-4 minutes while I've been trying to fill up my wash tub to wash some undergarments. And there's somebody sitting behind this wall right here and filling this entire corner with overpowering, intense, nauseating marijuana smoke. And the water now stinks like intermittently fish and feet. It smells, and the water smells only when I try to use it to wash my face or my hair, my piercings, and obviously face cloths and undergarments that I'm trying to wash. It's very activity specific. I've been using the water throughout the morning just to rinse out empty containers for recycling. The water never stank, not even when I was actually rinsing out dirty containers, because the water that comes out of this tap is being intermittently tampered with by somebody who's using some type of a saddle valve against the intake pipe to this tap. As a former maintenance manager mentioned to me, he said it's a possibility because he had nothing to do with the extensive amounts of banging and hammering that were being conducted against the pipes to this tap from the bathroom of 78 back in June of 2019. In June of 2019, there were at least 2 or 3 hours worth of banging and pounding and more banging against the pipes to this tap from the bathroom of Unit 78, which at the time was occupied by a psychopath, a sex offender, and a cyber criminal who's also a career criminal named Jasmine Arizari. Ms. Arizari apparently took it upon herself to conduct some type of construction work against the pipes to this tap, which also feeds the shower and the sink in my bathroom, the same water line. And after that, the water started to stink intensely when it never had before. And I'd lived in this unit for 10 years at that point. And it suddenly started making me sick. And now when I try to use it for rinsing out my face or my mouth when I brush my teeth, or when I try to wash personal care items, all of a sudden the water stinks like fish. And nothing that I'm washing smells like fish. Nothing in this corner smells like fish. When I'm trying to take a shower and rinse out the shampoo from my hair, or the face or the soap from my face, the water that comes out of my shower head suddenly stinks like fish. That's not coming from me. That's coming from the water. It's also not coming from the Boston water supply, because the Boston water supply does not stink like fish or like raw sewage. They test it on a regular basis. That is something, as I've been told by a manager engaging in maintenance at the Massachusetts Water Resource Authority. When I contacted them, she said it's something with the pipes in my building, because the MWRA, the Massachusetts Water Resource Authority, tests the water at every point along its trajectory into the Boston, pipeline, basically. So they test it extensively, and it's not coming from them. She said there's probably some kind of a leakage or a seepage happening in the pipes to this unit. Her name, I can't remember her name, but I have records of that call. And she said that I should contact my building management to check the pipes, because the stinking water is not coming from the Boston water supply. So this water stinks. I've been standing here for about 5 minutes now trying to fill up this tub. And as soon as I started filling up this tub and pulling out this container of Lysol, somebody who keeps smoking marijuana directly behind the wall of this unit. And as I said, I've been out in the hallway multiple times. The fumes and odors are not coming from the hallway. I also have the window open, so the fumes and odors are not coming from this corner it's filling this corner right here because there's a psychopath and a career criminal named Jasmine Irizarry who lived in this bathroom for 9 of the last 10 years and who continues to live in this building. I mean, Oleg Alexeyev is the one who told me that he moved her, but she's still in the building. I asked him flat out. I said, did she leave the building or is she still in this building? And as usual, he made like this funky answer. He's like, she's still in the building, but maybe I'll move her across the street. Well, he hasn't. So she keeps accessing the bathroom of her former unit, which has been deliberately kept completely vacant and empty by the Greenville Group for the last 16 months now, in spite of the fact that there is a massive affordable housing crisis in Boston, and a unit like Unit 78 with its own bathroom would come in very handy for the thousands of people on waiting lists for units just like the one behind this wall. However, Greenville has been keeping it deliberately vacant and empty because a psychopath and career criminal named Jasmine Irizarry keeps accessing the premises and engaging the same exact pattern of stalking, harassment, and physical harm, such as somehow causing stinking substances to seep into my tap water, as she did during the 9 years that she officially lived in the bathroom behind this wall. The bathroom behind this wall basically seems to be command central for this sex offender who also specializes in surveillance and engages in surveillance-based harm and harassment, obviously based on what I do in the privacy of this unit, which is not private. At this point, dozens of people have informed me that they can see what I do in this unit, including former coworkers and not current coworkers, but recent former coworkers from just a few months ago who confirmed that everyone can see what I do in my bathroom and that I need to get the hell out of there because everyone can see what I do in my bathroom. So when I report that somebody is engaging in activity-specific harassment, meaning the water suddenly starts to stink intensely of some type of foul, dirty fluid when I try to rinse out my eyes or my mouth, then that is not me imagining this. This is me collaborating and colluding with what people have already told me. So this confirms what people keep telling me, that people can see what I do in this unit, and that, if people can see what I do in this unit, then they can harass me based on what I do in this unit. And that's what I keep observing and reporting.